Leclerc reveals where Ferrari is losing compared to its rivals. Red Bull is scared of McLaren's pace at this week's race, and Hamilton is preparing for another tough race. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Charles Leclerc recently opened up about a pressing issue within the Ferrari team: their struggles during qualifying sessions. He believes that these performance deficits have become Ferrari's greatest weakness. After securing his first podium of the year with a third-place finish in Saudi Arabia, Leclerc reflected on the challenges facing his team. Despite a solid race in which he managed to keep pace with his competitors, he noted that the media attention on Ferrari's qualifying struggles is growing. For several races so far in the 2025 season, the landscape of Ferrari's competitiveness has been somewhat unclear. The team made a significant change this year, switching from a pull rod to a push rod suspension system. However, they still have yet to unlock the full potential of the SF25 car. Ferrari's start to this season has been rocky. In Australia, their performance lagged, but they showed improvement in China with both Leclerc and teammate Lewis Hamilton finishing in the points, only to be disqualified due to technical breaches. Hamilton in particular has faced challenges adapting to the new team, while Leclerc's consistent performances have seen him secure points with finishes like fourth in both Japan and Bahrain. Despite Ferrari's improvement in race pace, the statistics tell a different story. Currently, they sit at 78 points, a staggering 110 points adrift of McLaren, who leads the championship. Red Bull is just ahead of Ferrari, providing a glimpse of hope as the team heads into the upcoming race in Miami. During the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, it was evident that Ferrari had the upper hand over Mercedes. However, Leclerc faced difficulties, starting behind George Russell and needing to push hard for positions during the race. He pointed out that the team's struggles during qualifying translate into more challenging Sundays. Leclerc emphasized the criticality of qualifying, especially in the current season, possibly more pivotal than in the past. He expressed the frustration that for 2 years now, the team has been unable to piece together a strong qualifying performance. He noted a recurring problem, this week manifesting as a deficit of 4/10 in the early corners of the circuit, despite the team exhibiting speed elsewhere on the track. He observed, "When that is the case, qualifying is more important." Following the race, he highlighted that there are areas of improvement evident in their current setup. Reflecting on these challenges, he admitted, "We are doing something wrong, clearly. We've got to find it." This openness about their shortcomings indicates a drive for reflection and growth within the Ferrari team as they seek to regain their competitive edge in the championship this season. The next few races will be crucial for Ferrari as they continue to search for answers and strive for improvement, both on the grid and in terms of strategy. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely to see if Leclerc and his team can turn things around and how they will tackle these hurdles moving forward. We've seen that Ferrari is keenly aware of their position in the Drivers' Championship. With a daunting 50-point deficit, every race becomes crucial. They cannot afford to lose more ground, which adds significant pressure on the team to find that elusive speed. Now, let's turn our attention to Charles Leclerc, who has recently expressed concerns about the team's qualifying performance. He's noted that the SF25's handling in qualifying hasn't matched its race pace. Despite feeling comfortable with the car's balance, Leclerc admitted that the current performance isn't enough to fight for pole position. He believes that if they can improve their starting positions, it could drastically enhance their chances during the races. Leclerc gave insights into their recent race, highlighting a surprisingly strong pace in free air during the first stint. He praised the team's strategy and execution, which have been on point this season and last. But the key takeaway here, the need for a better car. He emphasized that track familiarity isn't the issue. They simply require more performance to make a significant difference when it matters most. And here's something intriguing. Leclerc has also been jotting down 7 years' worth of anecdotes in his personal Words of Wisdom book. This might just give fans a deeper insight into the mind of the talented driver. On another note, Hamilton's transition to Ferrari has been rocky, with podium finishes for his teammate highlighting the challenges he faces. As the season unfolds, will Ferrari find the speed they need to close the gap? The answers are just around the corner. Red Bull Racing is gearing up for the Miami Grand Prix, but recent admissions from the team have raised some eyebrows among fans and experts alike. After a surprising result at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, expectations have shifted as they head into warmer conditions. The RB21, Red Bull's latest car, has been under scrutiny due to its narrow operating window, which could pose challenges in the hot and humid climate anticipated in Miami. Helmut Marko, a senior advisor for Red Bull, expresses concerns about how well the car will cope with those conditions. While the team is optimistic, the realities of racing in Florida could prove to be a different story. Currently, the momentum in the championship stands firmly with McLaren's Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. The duo is not just aiming to maintain their positions at the top, but is also in their element in Miami, particularly with Norris previously clinching his first Grand Prix win at this location. This puts extra pressure on Red Bull as they navigate through a season that is already challenging. Marko has highlighted critical issues that could impact Red Bull's performance. As the Miami Grand Prix approaches, he has alarmingly stated that the narrow operating characteristics of the RB21 may not align well with the weather they expect, making it difficult to achieve optimal results. The upcoming highlight of the season will feature not only the battle for points, but also a testament to how teams adapt to altering conditions. Will Red Bull be able to overcome their challenges, or will McLaren's strong form continue to ascend? Whatever the outcome, racing fans are in for a thrilling event as the stakes continue to rise in Formula One this season. Beyond the technical aspects of the teams, this season also brings a potential shakeup in driver changes, a common theme in F1. Red Bull has traditionally been known for its mid-season driver swaps. This history raises questions about who might flip their roles as the pressure mounts. As we analyze Red Bull's chances in Miami, it's crucial to keep an eye on how their strategic decisions evolve and whether they can adapt effectively. The landscape of Formula One is ever shifting, and this season is no exception. In conclusion, as the Miami Grand Prix approaches, all eyes will be on Red Bull Racing. Their performance will be closely monitored, not just for results, but also for the indications it will provide on how they respond under pressure. With rivals breathing down their necks, it's going to be a race worth watching as both teams prepare to deliver their best on the track. Fans, get ready for an intense race with plenty of storylines to follow. As the upcoming race in Miami approaches, the atmosphere is charged with anticipation. Drivers and teams are gearing up, but conditions may complicate their plans. With higher temperatures expected, teams face a unique challenge, one that could impact performance dramatically. Unlike previous outings, such as Jeddah, the climate in Miami could favor certain teams, particularly McLaren. After struggling to compete against them in hotter conditions during practice, there's a palpable sense of urgency building. The team had hoped McLaren would pull ahead, well, only to be surprised when that didn't materialize. However, the reality remains that Miami's heat could still play into McLaren's hands. No, our focus now is to create a more versatile setup for the car and tackle its weaknesses. With just a short window of time before the European races, the stakes are high. Pressure is mounting as the team seeks to perfect their setup. Every second counts, and making improvements is essential if they hope to compete at their best. The sprint toward the European circuit is just around the corner, holding both promise and pressure for the team. Stay tuned as we navigate the challenges and surprises Miami has in store. This race is not just about speed, it's about strategy, adaptability, and resilience on the road to success. Fans, get ready for an unforgettable showdown. Lewis Hamilton is gearing up for another challenging weekend at the Miami Grand Prix, and the signs aren't looking good. Following a tough race in Saudi Arabia, where he finished a staggering 30 seconds behind Charles Leclerc, Hamilton's confidence has hit a new low. The struggles seem to be continuing, and the Miami circuit, known for its technical difficulties, may only amplify his woes. In Saudi Arabia, Hamilton found himself in 7th place, coming in well behind his teammate Leclerc, who managed to fight for a podium finish. The disappointment felt by the seven-time Formula One world champion is palpable. His struggles were further highlighted as he qualified 0.6 of a second slower than Leclerc, questioning where his time loss could be in comparison to his opponents. It's evident that Hamilton is wrestling with his competitive edge in this new era of racing. His transition to Ferrari hasn't been as smooth as expected. Hamilton has openly expressed his frustrations over the past few weeks, reflecting on the challenges he's faced since leaving Mercedes. As he prepares for the Miami Grand Prix, he anticipates further difficulties on the track, admitting that he needs time to understand the issues he encountered in Saudi Arabia. "I think I'll struggle also in Miami," Hamilton shared with the media, emphasizing his pain and confusion regarding the lack of immediate solutions to his performance problems. "At the moment, there's no fix, so this is how it's going to be for the rest of the year. It's going to be painful." His primary concern appears to be his confidence in medium to high-speed corners. This was especially apparent in Saudi Arabia, where Hamilton acknowledged that there's a noticeable gap in performance between him and Leclerc. He explained, "He's been driving this car for a long time. There's plenty in the data for sure." While the data reveals certain discrepancies, Hamilton is still at a loss for the specific areas needing improvement. In a candid admission, he reflected on his race performance, describing moments as simply horrible and not enjoyable at all. Hamilton struggled with understeer during his first stint, followed by tire degradation later on, leaving him frustrated and questioning his connection with the car. "I'm struggling to feel the car underneath me," he confessed, revealing the depth of his internal battle. As his struggles continue, support is coming from the Ferrari management. Hamilton revealed that his bosses are not pleased with his performance, echoing his own sentiments of dissatisfaction. However, Ferrari principal Fred Vasseur provided reassurance, stating, "I will be 2,000% behind him," as he encourages Hamilton to unlock the potential within himself and the car. With the Miami Grand Prix looming, all eyes will be on Hamilton to see if he can turn his fortunes around. Can he find the answers he desperately seeks, or will the challenges persist? The upcoming race is sure to be filled with drama as Hamilton looks to overcome his hurdles and make a mark on the track. Stay tuned for what's sure to be a thrilling and intense F1 weekend. As the F1 world watches closely, Vasseur's confidence in Lewis Hamilton shines through despite the challenges ahead. He reassures fans, stating, "I'm not too worried. The potential is there for sure." The balance of Hamilton's car is a key focus, with adjustments needed for both performance and tire management. Vasseur also addresses the dramatic perceptions of Hamilton's current form with a firm stance. He argues against the idea that the situation is dire, noting, "It's just a competition." This mirrors the struggles teams often face during the season, where peaks and valleys are par for the course. He emphasizes patience, urging calm amidst competition. "Just stay calm. We need to work step by step," he insists. This approach has served them well in the past, highlighting the importance of incremental improvements rather than sweeping conclusions. Shifting gears, the team dynamics in F1 also comes into play, as George Russell reflects on Hamilton's contract situation, admitting negotiations feel different now with Hamilton linked to Ferrari. As rumors swirl, these transitions could shape the driver's strategies moving forward. Lastly, some drivers like Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton have welcomed time off, hinting at the mental and physical toll of the season. Rest might be a crucial factor in how they perform in the Miami race. In the forthcoming races, fans can expect an electrifying mix of strategy, performance, and rivalry as the drivers navigate the complexities of the championship. Will Hamilton find his footing again? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds on track. Liam Lawson has made his return to Racing Bulls after experiencing a challenging stint with Red Bull. The beginning of the F1 2025 season proved difficult for Lawson, leading Red Bull to make the tough decision to swap him back to Racing Bulls, where team principal Laurent Mekies believes the Kiwi driver is nearly back to his best form. The Red Bull RB21 presented unique challenges for Lawson as a rookie, prompting the team to reassess their lineup and pair the more difficult car with the experienced Yuki Tsunoda. This decision was not taken lightly, but was made with Lawson's best interests in mind. While Lawson arrived in F1 with confidence, the reality of competing against a seasoned driver like Max Verstappen can be overwhelming. Having only 11 races under his belt, many felt it was wise to allow Lawson to regroup in a more supportive and familiar environment with racing bulls, rather than risking further damage to his confidence in the demanding Red Bull setup. Tsunoda, who has been with Racing Bulls since making his debut in 2021, seamlessly transitioned to Red Bull, while Lawson returned to a team he had recently left. This return brought about its own adjustments, especially as another rookie, Isaac Hadjar, moved into Lawson's previous garage space, changing the dynamics of the team. With Tsunoda's crew now Lawson's, he found himself adapting to new surroundings, albeit with a hint of confusion at first. Team principal Mikis shared his amusement over Lawson's initial disorientation in the garage, but noted that he has since adapted well. "We discussed it when we welcomed him back, and he felt comfortable with the change," Mikis said. The difference between the cars played a significant role in Lawson's adjustment. While Racing Bulls benefits from shared technology with Red Bull, the handling characteristics of the two cars are notably distinct. The RB21 has a very narrow performance window, where even the experienced Verstappen struggles to extract optimal performance. In contrast, the Racing Bull's V-Car B02 features a wider operating window, allowing for a more forgiving driving experience. Mikis emphasized the importance of reintegrating Lawson into a comfortable riding experience. "The first thing is, obviously, to put him back into being comfortable in the car. That's what we are focusing on," he stated. Rebuilding Lawson's confidence after 2 challenging races is the priority, ensuring that he feels at ease and empowered to push his limits. As Lawson continues his journey back with Racing Bulls, the spotlight remains on restoring his confidence and leveraging the supportive environment of the team to help him find his footing in F1 once again. It's been a challenging start to the year for Liam Lawson, who returned to the Racing Bulls feeling a bit sad, but he's determined to shake off that tough beginning. As he reflects on his recent performances, progress is becoming evident. In just 3 races, Lawson has made notable strides. He out-qualified teammate Hadjar for the first time in Saudi Arabia, showcasing his potential despite finishing behind him due to a time penalty. Observers have noted a turnaround. The dazed look that accompanied his earlier outings seems to have vanished as he gains comfort with the V-Car B02. Data from the team reinforces this shift. Though timesheets may not indicate it, Lawson's car control and adjustment signals a positive trajectory. The team expects him to ramp up further, indicating a belief in his inherent talent and capability. There's been some puzzlement regarding his struggles. Given Lawson's diverse background in various racing categories, one would think transition to the RB21 would be seamless. Yet, there's an understanding that the pressure within the F1 upper echelon is unique and can quickly overwhelm any driver. Thankfully, the team sees potential for redemption. They believe that with time, Lawson can access the speed that saw him shine in previous seasons. There's an optimistic atmosphere within the team, emphasizing support and the importance of regaining trust, not just with the car, but in his abilities. With that foundation laid, it's clear that Lawson is on a promising path, showing the signs of a driver ready to reclaim his place in the fast-paced world of Formula One. Keep an eye out for his evolution in the coming races.